what we have is a cafeteria, and there's 4 rooftops that take care of this same zone. So what you want to be able to do is when you're on the graphic is you want to be able to set a set point for one and it writes it to the other 3, so you don't have your rooftops conflicting with each other and what they're trying to do. So in order to accomplish this, just go back to DB Builder, and I'm going to pick RTU17. I gave it a special tag of RTU17, and I tagged it cafeteria. The other 3 rooftops are just tagged cafeteria because I want to run the program just on RTU17, but I want the graphic to run on here. So you go back over here, go to Logic Builder, New, and we're just going to put text program, Setpoint. And then you can see that the program and filter is cafeteria, equip, rooftop, and RTU17. I'm going to pick occupied set points and unoccupied set points, and then do absolute points. Hit OK. And then I'm going to pick just RTU18, for example, right now. And you can go down and find your occupied. So hold the control key, select those 2, and then at the bottom of this one is these other 2. So you have to hold your control key, click on those, hit OK. Now I can edit this program. And what you're getting is you're going to get the occupied cool set point, occupied heat, unoccupied. You're going to get these 4, which is from RTU17, and you're going to set the other one. So you would have 1 for each rooftop unit. In this case, we're only going to do RTU18 just to make it a little bit faster. But you would have selected the other ones, and then you just tie it over to the 2. And then you take your routine start, you can tie it into here, and then you just go next, next, and next. Save it up here in the top left. You could also click your toggle live data. I don't have live data here because I don't have, this isn't tied to a piece of a controller or anything like that. So now you get this program saved. Now you can go to the graphics because the graphic was already created. So I can go to menu, and you can see that the graphic on filter, you can click on that and see that it's running on equip, rooftop, and cafeteria. You can see that it's not running on that RTU17 specifically because we want the graphic to be relative mostly, but we want the program to run on 17. So now we're going to edit. I just want to show you in the virtual points what I'm talking about. So if you look at these ones here, where they're these 4 here, if you right click on them and hit edit, you can see that, for example, this one, occupied pool set point is tied to this specific ID. So these set points for unoccupied and occupied, those ones are tied to an absolute point ID in the database for RTU17. The rest of these, if you right click on them in the virtual points, you can see that they are running on nav name. So that allows this graphic to be relative to those 4 rooftops, but your logic program is looking for these inputs, and these, since these are tied to specific points in the database, you go to preview and say this one you do set default and you set 70 and apply. Well, then that's going back to Logic Builder. Logic Builder says, hey, this cool set point 70, I'm going to write it to the other 3 rooftops.